temperature and water was what he was studying. And then when you do mathematics on those oscillations, he was very surprised to find that this room is unusual. It is really not the stuff in the room, it is empty space that is really now responding to human intention. He had no one's ever described it. He was the first.
Yeah.
He was the first. And that's why he says you don't need string theory. You need new dimensions. And just like Hawkins had described all these levels, Tiller started to fill in the gaps with ordinary reality, next higher, where you get miracles happening, miracles, and then they'll be higher still. Yeah.
I found that, that simple explanation is kind of shocking to me.
Yeah.
Just Fourier transformation,
Yeah. It's old mathematics, right? This is how music is converted into all of, it's just waveforms, and then you can do math on that. Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree with you that it wasn't some rocket science. It wasn't some, he talks in a mathematical language, but once you get to know the concepts, you go, oh, I see how this whole fits together. Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Have you tried some of this? He used to imprint devices through meditation to carry the information, the energy, the subtle energy aspect of human intention to keep it there active. Have you done some of that?
Not yet.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how it's possible, or how he created that device.
Yeah. I think the device was itself not so important, actually. Because I used to say, why did you do the device? Although I'm sort of partly right and partly wrong. Here's why. He said, look, if you're going to test your intention and you have a brand new scientific protocol, you can't keep intending and intending and intending 24/7 all the time. You need to have a way to objectify that intention. And he came up with this, that we knew by that time in the 1990s that humans do have an impact on machines, simple machines. He says, so the machine he had was this very simple Radio Shack type of box. I call it the box. But here's what really happened. So first of all, he was able to changed the box in a way that box then went on to change the target experiments. But what came out of that box is this, that if the box can store information of a human intention, then it can go on to change another person's life. In this case, health. It can change a room and make it special or lift the space. So his box has actually opened up a whole new way, right? It has opened up information medicine, if I use the term in my language, in medicine. Instead of giving a pill, a prescription, how about we imprint a device and give that, right?
Yeah.
So actually, at first I was saying, I don't know about this device. I was wrong. And, in the book, Bridging Science and Spirit, I do write that the device is like a training wheel to bigger things. I mean, that's how Tiller saw it, but he found that the device could be used to help autistic children, to help people with depression. That's what he did. He broadcast this information long distances because it's not through a telephone wire. You don't need a telephone wire to broadcast subtle energies and intention. And that, again, is mind-blowing. I think, people don't believe this. They think, oh, come on. But it's true. We're now in a very different science world. This can beat artificial intelligence, in my view.
I see, I see, I see.
What do you think, Tomo?
In the true sense, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
So so-called, current so-called artificial intelligence is not intelligence for me. Just
No, it isn't. It is human
computer,
mind, yeah, that created these programs, yeah.
mm, just programs. Mm. They
Limited,
don't.
limited,
Yeah.
limited. It's here though. I think it's going to be here to stay.
Mm,
It makes things faster. People create diagrams, essays,
mm,
anything. It just plug a question in and it spews out an answer. I
mm,
did it. Actually, I experimented, Tomo, if I can share with you.
mm.
In Chat GPT, I
Yeah.
wrote, what
Mm,
are subtle energies?
mm, mm,
You
mm.
know, Tiller's famous paper, What Are Subtle Energies? It gave me crap. It's pseudoscience, literally something like that. So I did, you can go back and ask Chat GPT again. I didn't do that, but I repeated the question in about 3 or 4 months later. What are subtle energies? I plug it back in. This time, it
Mm,
gave me a little bit better hope. And I
mm,
think it's deep learning. Somewhere along the line, somebody has reprogrammed it, or Chat GPT has learned from other questions. I don't know.
mm,
But it gave me a little bit of a more acceptable answer than pseudoscience. Okay. So, but I was very disappointed. I went, no,
mm,
I don't think this Chat GPT is understanding subtle energies and how powerful they are, because it's what is running us. We're connected to source through subtle energies, the chakra system, meridian system.
mm, mm,
Anyway, so you're right. It is limited. It is going to go a long, long way, but it's here to stay, Tomo.
mm, mm.
Where do you see your journey taking you now?
Uh, Actually, I don't have any idea.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. It's a blank canvas. Okay.
Sometimes, like a egoistic view.
Mm,
Uh, or maybe I'm gonna have a doctor degree or some award or something. But
mm-hmm.
if in my heart, I don't actually want it. You know, if it is given, it's okay. But those stuff are not something for some not something that I put my all efforts to pursue it.
Yeah.
I'm not that so young.
Well, you look very young.
But no, I'm not a teenager. So.
Well, me neither.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this.
Mm,
Hawkins and Tiller made me love
mm.
science again, but of a science of
Ah,
a very different
agree,
kind, not
agree.
just any science. Yeah, it really made me
Mm,
happy and excited about science again. But I
mm,
do
mm,
it in this way. I read, actually, I must admit, you're right. In some ways, I don't read medical journals as much anymore because I don't believe it. Sometimes I think, no, this is too limited, too
mm,
limited. I think we need to bring in these questions of consciousness, intention,
mm,
space, that Tiller did. What does this box mean to broadcast information, to heal people, whole
mm,
groups of people, in fact? Cheap, easy to do, but we need very sophisticated and spiritually mature people to be imprinting. That's the thing. People who meditate and are not doing it for profit.
mm.
Hard to find that.
Yeah, yeah.
Tiller was different that way. Like I said, his science was to elevate mankind. Yeah. Tomo, what is your spiritual practice right now?
Um, It's on the. It's written on the Dr. Hawkins' book. Which one? Uh, Discovering the Presence of God, and he talked. He wrote about three type of meditations, and I do the third one, like in a simple word, contemplative lifestyle.
Yes.
Mhm. Engaging the world with your focus, holding the I-ness.
Yes. But you're always got that unbounded knowledge of the contemplation. Okay. Do you have a a um a phrase or
Mm.
a scripture that you contemplate? How do you do it?
Ah, I see. Just focusing on the I-ness. It's
Okay.
In Buddhism words it's called vipassana.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yes.
Vipassana meditation.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, I do formal, sitting meditation many
Mm-hmm.
hours. But one day I wanted to start engage the society again. Yeah, so I switched to that style.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. I'm not sure can, I, I'm doing this right now or not, or I can do it well or not, but still my intention lies in there.
Yes.
And other than that, I, 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 I pray like this way, yeah. uh, many times many times in a day, and sometimes I went when I go to the church and, and temples. Not so special thing.
Mm. Wow. You mentioned Yogananda earlier during our conversation.
Yeah,
Swami
yeah.
Yogananda and Vivekananda, who was a disciple of Ramakrishna, obviously. And Yogananda was of a sort of similar lineage. They were all both Bengalis from Bengal. And actually, I was in a retreat, meditation retreat with Yogananda, a
Oh, really?
self-realization fellowship in Los Angeles. Yes, yes.
Mm.
I sometimes go there, but they've reopened their dormitories, and so I went for
Oh, really?
three
Oh,
days. Yes, just to
mm,
be quiet, just to be just quiet, just quiet, just quiet. and and in a sense, you're right, contemplative practice, So I'm doing one of Psalm 46. And when I was in Yogananda ashram, I be still and know I am God. I wasn't still. My mind was be
mm,
still and know I am courage. Be still and know I am. Today was omnipotent.
mm.
So I was writing. It's been fun. Actually, it's kind of for me, a very uplifting exercise. You can see God's attributes in
Mm.
so many ways,
Yes, yes.
from cartoon to Gita to it's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Mhm,
Be still and know I'm in your tea.
mhm.
You know, I mean, what difference does it make? So, but it was wonderful. So I did a little retreat there. Is Yogananda in Japan?